Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica and we are Unite Inside, and we help people unite with other parts inside of them. So welcome back, and this video is going to be a part 4 of the ego death. And we have talked about what an ego death is, what an ego is, what happens when you go through an ego death, and the 6 stages of the ego death. I have covered most of the stages in my the other videos that I made, and in this video I am going to talk about the last stage, which is going to be called the butterfly stage. It means that you are ready to go back to life and actually live, because what happens when you go through an ego death is that you need to go through a healing stage where you heal and you rest, okay? And when this happens, even from the beginning of your ego death, it's gonna be something that makes you feel like you don't wanna do anything, you don't wanna take any action on any ideas because you're not sure what to do. And maybe you have already made a lot of changes, you have left your job or left your, maybe someone that you were in a relationship with, or maybe your old friends. A lot of things you're going to be letting go of while going through this ego death, and that's why you are going to have to start a new life. Basically, you're going to have to manifest a different new reality that actually matches your true self. This happens because when you are manifesting your new reality, it needs for you to allow that manifestation to happen. That's why you're gonna need a lot of rest and for you to just be in hermit mode, which means that you are letting go and purging from your body, from your emotional system, okay? And you're gonna go through this purge while you're gaining new insights about your new reality and what you want to do. So basically you're doing 2 things. You are releasing the past, releasing your old identity, and you are creating a different and new identity that is more in alignment with who you are, with your true self. That's what's going on. That's why when I talked about the void, which is one of the stages of the ego death, you are gonna feel like you are in between 2 worlds. You are gonna feel like you are in between your old world that you have released, and you are not in your desired reality yet. You haven't created your new life yet, and that's why you're gonna feel almost like restless because you don't know what to do. Should you go back or should you move forward? And there is nothing to move forward to yet, and you can't really go back to the past because you're already understanding that you don't want to live like that anymore. You're gaining more insights about who you are. You don't want to go back to your old ways, like old relationships or whatever, because you know your worth now and you want to create new experiences. So I want to tell you to be patient, okay? When you're going through the void, it's good to be patient, and you have to be patient, because the more patient you are with yourself and with your healing, no matter how long the void lasts, okay? That's the more patient you are, the more you give yourself the opportunity to manifest a better reality, to gain more clarity and insight about what you want to create in your life, who you want to be. That's the thing. We have been taught that we should be a certain way, that this is what we are made to do in this world. This is what we need to do. We have to please society. We have to, match their expectations. We have to have a job, a normal job, and we have to maybe like get married by whatever it is, by 30 or whatever society says, We have a lot of things that the society has been telling us that we have to do and to be, And when you're going through your ego death, you release those expectations, you release those beliefs, those limiting beliefs that tell you that you have to be in a box, that tell you, that stop you from actually spreading your wings and being who you were actually made to be. You were made to be yourself. You were made to experience the experiences that you want to experience. You didn't come here so that you can please someone else. You came here to please yourself, to get your needs met, to manifest your own desires. Okay? That matters in your life because your life belongs to you and you're the one living your life. And therefore, what's normal to happen is that you are supposed to follow your desire, follow your heart, follow what makes you feel joyful, what makes you feel happy. It's supposed to be normal and natural, but we have disconnected from our natural state of being when we started relying on other people in our life instead of a guidance system, okay? Instead of our emotional guidance system. So what I want to tell you is the last stage of the ego death is going to be called the butterfly stage. So in this stage, you finally feel steady. Okay, you finally feel like you have created some sort of a new identity where you can identify yourself with that is really in full alignment with your true self. Okay, so it's gonna feel good, it's gonna feel freeing, it's gonna feel amazing, empowering. Okay, this is gonna be your new self. You're gonna reach a point where you feel confident, you feel steady, you feel strong, you feel ready. Okay, ready because you have discovered who you are. You are sure about the person that you want to be. You know the path. It will feel like you know where to go. Like you have made your mind about your new reality. For example, what happened to me is that when I was going through my healing stage and the void stage, I wanted to move on. I wanted to start my new life, but I didn't know it was hard to start my new life because a part of me couldn't do it. I still needed to rest. I still needed to give myself time to become that butterfly, okay? So I didn't feel quite ready, actually. I was trying to start something, but then I would feel like I just want to rest. Or then I would feel like there is more to learn, or there's more to discover. Or maybe I don't know the path yet. I don't know which direction I want to go yet, or even I don't know who I am like yet. I don't know who am I supposed to be yet, right? Like I haven't, but there came a time where I'm like, I know exactly what to do. Like I have gathered enough information. I feel steady. I feel ready to go and face the world, to go out and express my new personality, my new identity to other people. I feel ready to live again, okay? When you're in hermit mode, it can feel like you have disconnected from the world, you have disconnected from society, and that you just want to live in your own world. You just want to be inward, basically. You're not ready to take action yet. You're not ready to manifest things yet. But your ego might feel restless, especially if you're in the void stage, because in the void stage, it does feel like you're ready, but at the same time, maybe like because you have healed a lot and now you know a lot of things and you want to start your life, you want to know that you have something that you're living for or that you're living. Okay, you want to have a life, like for example, you want to have a partner, you want to, like have some sort of a job that you do that makes you feel like yourself, something that you do in your life. You want to like be active, go out and stuff like that, and just like just have something that says that this is your life, your own life that you own, okay, and that you have and that you are ready to experience. But because there's a lot of stuff going on, it's actually confusing. There is this reality that you're releasing and then this reality that you're birthing, okay? You're creating. And so something that you're doing is that you are going through a rebirth. You're going through a rebirth. Your soul is going through a rebirth. your soul is literally, your ego is dying and your soul is being rebirthed from the start. So it's honestly like um, it's almost like you came here brand new. So when we go through an ego death, our mind feels new. Our mind feels like fresh, you know? You will feel like a baby. That's how I felt. I felt like I was a baby because my mind was so innocent and so like I didn't have a lot of limiting beliefs going on because my ego completely like fell apart. What happened was that I almost like was connected to my innocence, to my pureness of my soul, and no longer was holding on to anger and resentment and toxicity. So when someone is toxic, when someone has feelings of jealousy and feelings of, like envy because they don't like themselves because they have been traumatized and they feel not good enough and stuff. Maybe your parent has been comparing you to your other siblings and that made you feel envy, that made you feel jealousy. And so that's not pure. When you feel jealousy, when you feel anything like this of like negative energy towards other people, that's not pure. That's not pureness. That's the opposite of pureness basically. That's basically like your soul has dirt on it. That's how you should look at it. When your soul has dirt on it, it's like the more you live your life and stuff and you go through experiences that make you feel that make you experience trauma within yourself, that's basically like your soul getting dirty in this world. And what happens in your ego death is that it's like the universe is cleansing your soul from all this like trauma. It's falling apart. It's starting to like, it wants to go away. It's washing. It's like you're washing it away. Okay. And so that's why a lot of your innocence will come up. Your childlike personality will come up. What happened to me is that I felt like a child again. I was able to experience pure joy like a child again. And when your soul has dirt on it, what happens is that you can't even experience joy because of your judgment, because of your negative energy that you have within yourself, trauma, maybe fear of like, what if I shine and other people take me down or something like that. Whatever it is that can stop you from experiencing joy, like when you have your ego death, you no longer feel that because it's like it has been taken away from your soul. You know, that judgment has been released, okay? You're releasing that judgment. The moment you have your ego death, you're gonna feel different because you can finally be face to face with your soul. You can finally be face to face with the awareness, which is who you are, okay? Because you are the awareness, you are the observer. So, with that being said, you are able to experience joy, experience excitement, experience things that you have been experiencing as a kid, and it's beautiful. It is basically you letting your soul out. You're letting your true self out, okay? And it's a beautiful, amazing experience that you get to experience. It's amazing, okay? You cleanse your soul. You feel pure. Everything is new. That's your new self. That's your rebirth. You are rebirthing into this new person, okay? The rebirth that you go through in the last stage, which is the butterfly stage, you are a completely different person. You heal into a completely different person. You're completely different because your attitude is different. Your energy is different. You can feel your inner guidance. Everything is fresh. It's so amazing. Okay? It's amazing. It's like you came into this world for the first time. That's how it will feel. It will feel like you have been reborn again. It's your rebirth. You are going to feel reborn. In your last stage, you are going to feel ready to face the world with your new perspective, with your new like personality, identity, whatever it is that you have created new, with your new true self, okay? Because your true self is finally able to show itself to the world. Because you no longer are afraid to show who you are. You're no longer afraid to speak up. You're no longer afraid to express your emotions. You have made peace with your emotions, with your pain. When you were in the dark night of the soul, you have experienced all that pain, all that trauma, and you are face to face with it. You have made the decisions that are hard for you to make. When you make those hard decisions, life moves. Your reality creates it's like your reality changes to match your new vibration. And so yes, in your last stage, in your butterfly stage, not only are you going to feel ready and steady in your vibration, you're also going to experience movement in your reality. You're going to have new experiences. Maybe you meet your lover, you meet your soulmate, okay? Because only when you heal can you really meet other people that are on the same level as you. Because then you can manifest them. You can attract them because you're a vibrational match to them. Maybe you get you feel very clear on something that you want to take action on, that you want to give the world like a gift. Maybe you are very clear on the fact that you were born to be a healer, or you're very clear about the fact that you want to be an artist. You know exactly what you want to be, and you're ready to be that person. You're ready to go out there and show the world who you actually are. Maybe you want to be a speaker, a motivational speaker. Maybe you want to be somebody that makes other people, helps other people and solves their problems somehow. And so you decide to make a business, to start a business. So that's where these things will happen in this stage. So the start of this stage will include you getting clear on what you want to do with your life, with your purpose. What is your purpose? And only you can define that for yourself. Only you can decide what your purpose is. We came here to decide what our purpose is. It's funny because a lot of people try to discover what is their purpose. They're trying to remember their purpose. But you came here to discover what it is that you want to do. Only you can decide what it is, and it can be anything that you want to do, that you feel like you have the energy to. You feel excited to do. You feel like you were born to do, okay? And whatever you find that feels like you were born to do, know that that's your highest excitement. Know that that's the vibration of your higher self that came straight from source. So yes, you are that which you desire to do in your world. That's the frequency that you came from. That's why it feels It feels exciting because it is you. It is who you are in your core. Okay? Like if you feel like you are a healer, know that you are healing energy. You came from the source of healing energy. If you feel like you're an artist, know that you came from creative energy. If you straight from creative energy, whatever it is that you like to do, that you feel like is your highest excitement, and whatever it is, know that you came from it. You came from it. That is your source. Okay? And that's how you're going to remember who you are. It's amazing, and that's what happens in this last stage, is that you remember who you are, and you finally align. So you're going to be a completely different person. You can finally take action on the ideas that you are clear about. You are going to feel clear about those ideas. It's going to feel so clear to you and amazing. You're going to love it. You're going to like it. It's going to feel like you're going to feel a lot of peace, a lot of harmony, a lot of happiness, a lot of union within your soul, because you have healed a lot, and a lot of parts inside of you are coming into alignment and into oneness with each other, okay? And that's what it's all about. It's about oneness that you can experience within yourself, union that you can experience within yourself. And that's what my channel is about. It's about uniting inside, okay? And only when you can unite inside, only when we unite inside, we can experience union outside. we can experience our world uniting. Our world isn't uniting because it's basically, it's mirroring our internal world. Okay, it's mirroring the fact that we are not united yet within. Okay, that's why we have a lot of wars, we have a lot of separation. It's because we are not doing the healing yet. But in your ego death, what happens is that you experience a lot of healing, you experience a lot of you are able, it's like an opportunity to heal. It's amazing, it's beautiful, it's like a gift from the universe. Okay, and it feels like it's hard, it feels like it's a curse at first, but it's not. It really is not a curse. So to know that you have become a butterfly, this is what you need to know, is that you are going to feel ready, you're going to know what to do, you're going to feel ready to take action, your world is going to match that too, you're going to see that your world is changing, that it's moving where you need to go, or maybe you can even like move into a different place or a different country or whatever it is, and that is going to be matching your internal world, your healing process. It's going to happen because deep down you are releasing and you are healing. And just so you know, even when you reach the stage of the butterfly stage, you are still going to need to heal more. Like, you're always going to be healing. So if you still experience triggers, don't you feel discouraged or like, I'm not healing or whatever. Yes, you are healing. Okay, you will feel ready to be out there and stuff, but sometimes you might get triggered, and that's okay. Just continue healing, because you're gonna continue healing. You're gonna be healing for the rest of your life, basically. Yes, because there is a lot of programmation that has been going on for all your life, and you can't expect that you're just gonna release it in 5 years. Okay, I mean in 2 years or whatever, because it might take 5 years, it might take 6 years or more, and you just have to be patient with your healing process. Okay, you just have to be patient with it, because if you're not patient with it, then you're gonna try to stop it or block it, and it's just gonna make it even longer. Okay, it's just gonna take longer then. So be patient with yourself. Just accept yourself as you are and give yourself love however you are. If you are experiencing a trigger, give yourself love. If you're experiencing joy, give yourself love. If you are experiencing pain, give yourself love. If you're experiencing pleasure, give yourself love. So love yourself regardless of who you are. Do not love yourself conditionally. Only when you're happy, only when you're joyful, then you can feel good about yourself. And you can say that, I love myself. But when you're experiencing pain and trauma, you hate yourself and you want to run away from yourself. Don't do that. Love yourself unconditionally. Take your pain as a part of you, because it is a part of you. It's like an identity. It's like a little entity that you are experiencing inside of you. Entity is like a little bit of a little human that you are experiencing inside of you. I'm just saying that this is how you're gonna have to look at it if you want to truly include it with you and love it. Okay, being able to include all of you, not just the parts of you that are good and confident and stuff and empowered. Include all versions and parts of you. Okay, that's what unconditional love is. Okay, good. So yes, in this stage, this is what you're gonna experience, and it's gonna feel really good. Okay, and another thing is that, like I said, the first stage is the crash. The second stage is the awakening. The third stage is the dark night of the soul. The fourth stage is your healing stage. And then you have the void and the butterfly stage. Okay? And I hope that you experience them at peace. So I just want to say something, that the first one, the crash, might not last for long, but for as long as you can realize that you're going through a spiritual awakening, so that you start to have the downloads, the intuitions, the these insights, right, that make you feel like you can see the truth between the truth and the difference between your ego and your true self. And the awakening then happens, and this stage doesn't last for long. You can be this stage is a very happy stage. You are happy, you are energetic, you are in alignment with your source, because you are fully in alignment with your true self. In the awakening stage, you're going to feel so good. You're going to feel so amazing. It's going to be the best, the best days of your life. You're going to feel like you're in heaven because you finally unlock the joy that you have inside of you. Because you could finally be one with your soul, okay? That's where you can experience and feel like a child, because you are, you're gonna be one with your inner child. You're gonna unlock your inner child, your creativity. Everything's gonna be crazy. It's gonna happen in such an amazing thing. What happened to me here is that I was singing, I was dancing, I was drawing, I was doing all these things, and it just felt so in alignment, so great. And I just felt like I had so much energy and so much excitement and passion. You're gonna experience passion. It's because you're aligning. You can, because your ego has died, your soul came alive, and now you finally are able to be who you actually were meant to be. So this is not gonna last for long, though. It might last a few weeks or even a month, but then you're gonna have to go through the dark night of the soul, which will be your ego trying to come back and catch you again, and it's gonna try to rebuild itself, and it knows it's dying, so you're gonna experience grief. It might not feel really good. It might not feel very, comfortable. It's not a comfortable stage to be in. You're gonna have a lot of pain coming up. Your trauma from the past is gonna come up, because a lot of times the ego has a lot of ways to cope with the pain. A lot of times we don't get to experience how painful our trauma really is, because our ego is already doing its job, which is creating coping mechanisms and stuff. But when you go through this stage, your ego is gonna fall apart, so you're no longer gonna experience any coping mechanisms. You're gonna have to be face to face with the pain, and that's okay. You have to heal it. You have to create harmony between you and your ego. I'm not saying that you have to push it away. You have to give it compassion and try to calm it down. Show it that you are the boss, but not in a way of like pushing it away or whatever, but including it in a good way. Trying to listen to it, having compassion, hearing it, understanding that you are the one that's like, you're the awareness, you're the observer, you're the one that is going to lead every part of you to become one again, okay? So good. So in the dark night of the soul, like I said, everything is supposed to be, you're supposed to be face to face with your darkness, and that's why you might experience the most pain in your life in this stage. It's going to be very painful, intense, and you might be anxious, and your body's going to be it's going to feel heavy. You're going to experience a lot of pain in your body, and because your trauma is coming to the surface, sometimes the trauma can be hidden in the body, and so in this stage, your trauma is going to be, everything in your body is going to purge it from your body. It's going to be like it needs to be purged. So just rest and it will purge. You will experience even your body shaking. Maybe when you're sleeping, your body's going to be shaking and stuff. And the more you heal, the more you get those things out, the better you're going to feel. So the fourth stage is going to be the healing stage. So you're going to get to this stage as soon as you decide to start your healing journey. And so in your dark night of the soul, what happens is that a lot of people sometimes might get stuck because they don't know how to heal themselves. They might try to run away from their shadow, but you have to face it. Okay, this is your call to face your ego, to let it go, and to let yourself experience whatever you're experiencing. You are going to have to heal, have to come face to face with whatever feelings and emotions and trauma that you have been suppressing and denying for all your life. Whatever you have been running away from, you are going to be face to face with, okay? As soon as you start this process, you're going to get into your healing journey, which could last. It could last for even 5 years, okay? It's going to be a really long journey, and that's okay. That's okay. But the more you heal, the better you feel. It's going to be the better you feel. And I'm sure in the 2 years, like the 2 first years of your healing journey, you are going to feel pretty good. You're going to feel amazing because you're purging, but you're gonna need to heal more, okay? For me, it took me 3 years to feel steady and normal and ready to go on with my life. But I'm still healing, okay? I am still healing still, okay? So the fifth stage is gonna be the void. You're gonna experience the fifth stage when you're in you're healing, okay, and you feel like I'm ready, or like you feel like I have healed a lot, but still I haven't healed more, or I need to heal more, and you're gonna feel restless. It's gonna feel like you're in between worlds. I have explained this, but I need you to rest and to remember that you are still healing, you are still purging, you are still letting go, and your nervous system needs to rest, okay? Because after all this programmation, it's exhausting for your body and your soul to experience not being in alignment. It's exhausting. So in the fifth stage, you have to rest, okay? And then you go to the sixth stage, which is the last stage, the butterfly stage that I just talked about. And you know what will happen in this stage? You can experience two stages at the same time. Like for example, your healing stage and the void stage, your healing stage and the butterfly stage. So you could be healing and ready, and you can still feel ready. And so that's why I was talking about how the healing journey could take up to 5 years, you know? Okay, so I hope that this is clear for you. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how to navigate your ego death. Like, I'm gonna share advice and some tips that you can take to actually navigate this awakening that you're going through, okay? I love you so much. Stay tuned for the last part of our ego death series, and I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, don't forget to share, like, and comment. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.